How's it going, guys?
Hey, Seth.
My name's Ivan.
I'm Bree.
I'm Javi.
And today we're going to be finishing up a little bit of our planets. Well, we're going to finish up our planets. We're going to dive into Neptune. We're going to dive into Pluto. And we're going to have a special guest come out and join us today. So put your hands together and we'll see you then.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Talk about Neptune, with it being the 8th planet in the solar system, is probably like the second furthest, aside from Pluto.
It's the last gas giant for sure.
Yeah, so it's kind of Neptune is ran by the feminine state, right? Or how-
The feminine side, yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, so a lot of Neptune, I guess, is the god of the sea, and there were the symbol for Neptune. If you're Neptune, is the pitchfork, like Poseidon. So the god of the sea, being Poseidon, Neptune has that, what is it? The compassion, and it has what is that? Like the neutral. What is that?
Sympathy?
Like that sympathy, and then that's, if you're ruled by that sign in well, this generation is ruled by that sign.
The generation has a placement in Capricorn. Neptune is the planet, and it's ruled by Pisces, and that's a really good way to try to understand that
The water sign.
that water sign. And Pisces is considered very spiritual, very devoted, very illusion. It's also the planet of illusion and disillusionment. And one of the things that we were talking about is that in our generation, Pluto is in Capricorn, and Pluto now. Neptune is in Capricorn, and I believe that's kind of like a generational thing, because these bodies that are so far out into the solar system move a lot slower.
So it takes, what we talked about that last week. It takes 248 years, give or take, for Pluto and Neptune to go around all the 12 zodiacs.
Yeah.
So it's almost 12 years. Every generation for 232 years. It takes 12 years for for Neptune to be in what is it?
For Neptune to be in the same place that it was when you were born, it would take 230 years
to move to the next zodiac, right?
So that it complete a whole circle around the zodiac.
So it'll take 215 years to get back to Capricorn, Neptune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. To everybody out there.
So that's these last two placements that we have in our charts are going to be very similar, because we're all within the same age ranks. These planets move from zodiac houses every 12 to 15 or 10 years. Because it takes them 230 something years to go throughout the whole 12 houses, and so in one turn around the sun it takes them 230 years. So a lot of us are going to have these similar placements. Neptune is, like he said...
So the planet is associated with dreams, illusions, psychic receptivity, but sometimes with vagueness and uncertainty as well. So it's kind of like...
It's because it's the illusion.
Yeah, you think, like, you have that perception, like, all right, this is going to happen. That's the illusion that you might have because of your past experiences and stuff like
that. And then with this generation being in Capricorn, we are like what is this illusion? This illusion doesn't make sense. Can I poke at this illusion?
I think more than anything now we're seeing that. This like right now we're living in a time of disillusionment. A lot of us are starting to see the structures, and that's one of the things that Capricorn works on, is like structure. And here is this planet that is the ruler of illusions and dreams and all this stuff, and here's Capricorn. They're going, okay, but where is it?
Yeah.
And it's literally, are we seeing the illusions break down apart in us now, that like the structures that we believed so true to be, that we used to believe that were true, are not true, and we're starting to see a much bigger picture. That is that generational Neptune presence. It's like we are, since all of us were born under the same times, like we are still, as a generation, we are seeing the disillusionment. Like here is Capricorn in
not every generation though, because it's only 12 years. Like whatever the gap is, so from the 12 years like some of us viewers could relate to us because
So-
we have this, we have Capricorn in our Neptune,
Right.
but our, like as you were saying before, our parents and stuff like that, or the baby boomers, they were in
No,
what'd you
that's
say?
Pluto.
That was Pluto.
They're
Yeah.
in Pluto.
No, he's bringing in Pluto.
no, but it's because
and-
it's also generational in that sense. But I do understand what you're saying. That the Neptune was different for them because it moved in the 12 years. Absolutely. But I guess what my point is that we are seeing that Neptune power or that placement.
What was the previous one? What comes after Capricorn?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
So they were the Neptune was in Sagittarius, and
Oh
Sagittarius.
yeah, no wonder 'cause they're all dreamy. They're the lucky ones.
They are, and that was something we were talking about earlier. Like
Yeah.
baby boomers were very lucky because boomers were able to buy houses with minimum wage jobs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I don't know if you
God,
if you have a
that's
minimum
so
wage job
hard.
now.
For real,
You,
now you're just
it's
like
hard.
dying.
It's hard to get a cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
I can't afford the dollar menu right now.
It's not even the dollar menu. It's just
It's
called
like-
the value.
Oh, you right. Oh God, they got me again.
Hashtag
Hashtag,
value.
hashtag value menu. Hashtag make sure you're really getting your value. You can. I remember back in the day, dude. You could get I'm gonna call them waggles because I'm not gonna say their name. You could get two waggles with ketchup and cheese and fries and a little bit of that back sauce. That back sauce. It was just so good, you know. And then you get two apple pies and a soda for like $5.30, and now you cannot do that. The McWaggles are like. The McWaggles are like the McWaggles are like $2.50 now. I don't eat meat, so it doesn't matter anymore to me. But in conclusion, it's been a little bit rougher out here. The dollar seems to stretch, yet we don't.
The dollar does not stretch.
The dollar does not stretch; it goes a lot shorter, actually.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dollar is
it's
getting shorter.
Retrograde right now.
The
The
dollar.
dollar's in retrograde.
Oh God, no.
Dang! Oh, you know what?
Did I hit
That
him
is-
with the astrology joke? Was that
nailed
good?
it.
Was that
like,
good? Dang.
You nailed it. There is that Capricorn disillusionment. It's like, no, it's actually in retrograde. Oh God, please make sure our money's worth something by the end of this video.
So with that being said, Neptune,
Neptune is that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and lead.
Okay, Neptune is. I wanted to talk about Neptune because I'm actually ruled by Neptune. I'm a Pisces, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and that's where all the dreamy and illusions come from. And I do live in a lot of illusions and dreams. Luckily, I have strong earth signs to tell me, hey buddy, that sounds like a really cute dream. But the reality of it is, Ivan, that here are some baby steps that you should work on first.
True.
But thank you. So the next planet we're gonna go into, it's another.
Real quick before with the Neptune being said, is that like the illusion? Is that like kind of
It's
your
very-
intuition?
because-
Like, you know what I mean? You kind of been like, oh well, that doesn't make sense. I shouldn't really
So-
do that. But then you're thinking with your other head, and it's kind of like, I should probably.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? So that's kind of like you've been there before, so your intuition's telling you like, don't do that. It's not a good idea.
I agree, but I think it is ruled by psychic abilities. Pisces are always known to be very psychic. I don't know if I've ever told you something. You're like, motherfucker, how does he know me? And it's just because we're just intuitive. We're really in touch with our emotions. I'm the kind of person, bro, that I can feel if somebody's anxious. Like when we first got here, I was like, one of these motherfuckers is anxious.
Probably me.
I knew it. Because as soon as, and no, and it happens, I shit you not, it happens when I know I'm gonna go see you. It's like I already, like, I feel like people's energy, like when my wife is coming home, I can feel her coming home, I'm like, oh, this chick is feeling this way.
He's feeling me most likely. I'm just like, alright.
Yeah, because like when I was on my way over here, I was just like, I started feeling a little anxious, and I was like, obviously that's not me, because I've been feeling fucking amazing. I've been feeling great, and then I was just like, and then I got here and I could feel it more intense, and I was like, oh, it's definitely fucking Breed, or it's definitely one of these motherfuckers that feels like a little anxious, and like I feel bad because I tell my wife, I'm like, oh, you feel like shit, huh? Because I feel like shit now, and she's like, oh yeah, and I feel bad because she can't even have her own pity parties because I'm like, oh bitch, get it together, because I'm over here feeling you. So that's that intuitive, and that comes with presence, because a lot of us like we feel things, and like Like I could easily like if I'm not if I wasn't like a person that grounds himself and checks himself and knows himself, we sometimes and a lot of Pisces fire like I feel like have that problem. That's like we pick up other people's emotions and then we take them for our own, and then we're like, oh, I'm in a bad mood. It's not even that you're in a bad mood. It's just you picked up on somebody's vibe.
That makes so much sense because I would do that, and I just found out.
Well,
my
that's why they put you in a bad mood. Like, I mean, that's where the
I'm
whole
also
term
an
comes.
empath,
Like, you're killing my vibe. Like, with your vibe is like,
It's
your
don't kill my
frequency, and
vibe.
we're kind of crashing. So I'm like, you know what? I just step away. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
I think I
Keep my distance.
if you don't have you have the presence to recognize that. Some people don't, and Spice is a very dreamy, elusive person, and sometimes we're just like, no way they feel that crazy. That's me. That's the illusion. And here is like like I have the ability, like, and it's taken me time because before I would just feel like shit and I didn't understand why. And I was just like, I was feeling great and now I feel like crap. Now I don't even go to the store because I'm like, I'm probably gonna like when it gets too crazy, I don't avoid. I avoid stores.
Same.
Yeah, because like you pick up on vibes, and then the more conscious you become, it don't have to be a water sign. Like the more conscious you become, you start feeling people, and like you really do you get in tune with their. Especially when you care about people, you're more in tune with their energy.
Would that come? So are Pisces generally empaths then?
Oh fuck yeah, we're super. We are Captain Save You.
Yeah, because I'm like
Hashtag
save.
Captain
You.
Save a You.
Hashtag save a you.
Yeah,
You. I want to save you for sure. But you know, I did listen. I quoted him last week.
J. Cole.
J. Cole did tell me not to save anyone, and I firmly stand with that. Don't save anyone. Save yourself.
We're gonna hold you
True.
accountable to it.
I don't try to save anybody anymore.
Me neither.
If you guys are trying to come on this adventure, you fucking hit me up on the
Me
DM.
too.
So the last planet, allegedly, there's this the alleged Planet X. I'm not gonna get into that because obviously I don't know that much about it. But in conclusion, the last planet that is represented in the zodiac is Pluto, and it's another generational planet. It is ruled by Scorpio, and happily,
At least ours is.
no, it is Pluto is ruled by Scorpio.
Oh,
For sure. So it is exalted. We are generation Scorpio. If you're a little bit older than us, you're probably generation Libra.
Virgo, or
Leo. Boomers are Leos.
Yeah, so boomers are Leo. So the baby boomers are Leo, and then generation Y is Virgo. Generation or generation X is Libra, and
Libra.
then generation Z is actually us, which is Scorpios, and then millennials, because it's like on that border of 96, is Sagittarius. So you're welcome, generation millennial Sagittarius, because us Scorpios are paving the way for you guys. Go ahead.
I think, no, for sure. And honestly, this is something that I will say about my generation and
Our
generation, Scorpio generation, is that we have been like since I was 18. That's when the fucking the economy crashed. You know what I mean?
How long it's been?
Yeah, it's been a while.
2008,
Yeah, it's been fucking. And
Damn.
like that's kind of like been our stage. Like since we've been out, it's been fucking rough. And like we are the generation of death and rebirth. We are this generation that is and we are seeing it now more than ever, where we are being called to bring about a much higher vibrational time. And but it is a moment of death and rebirth. It's just kind of like, are you gonna die with the old, with these old illusions?
Or
we're talking about
get resurrected with the new.
are you gonna resurrect? And like as something that I say to my generation, to anyone right now hearing this, like this is the time, believe it or not, this is the perfect environment for innovation. This is the perfect environment for entrepreneurs to reinvent. There's so many things that need fixing now because of all the things that have changed, and it is an incredible time for us to, instead of die with the old, rebirth like the phoenix,
Pave the way.
and pave the way for this next generation that's coming
which is the Sagittarius generation, the lucky generation, the rainbow generation, the generation that will be the most creative, because Scorpio generation paved the way with our...
We're the spiritual warriors.
Yeah.
It truly
We're the
is.
ones that
And
actually,
Scorpio,
traumatized from our past, and actually, you know, we bring gifts to these Sag
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean, we bring knowledge, we bring experience, we bring rebirth, like showing them.
Yeah, and I think that's the best way, and we can only bring about this through ourselves. We are experiencing. I mean, you're a business owner. How much you've had to reinvent the way you go about business, haven't you? And it's just like that's kind of our. That's what we mean by death and rebirth. I'm not telling you you're gonna actually die. Some of us do. Some of us literally have to shed a part of who we were, and in life in order to become who we are born to be.
Go ahead.
The generation Scorpio is filled with those people that are literally here that had to literally live through very traumatic experiences in order to bring about this huge radical change that we're going through literally right now. So that is that placement there in the Scorpio element. If like I said, you guys check out Cafe Astrology. Google free natal charts. That's the way you get these placements on because a lot of people think that astrology is just horoscopes. In my opinion, I don't even look for the future ever. If anything, I look for guidance, but never. I understand that the future is this unpredicted thing. I never look at
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. There's just no way that you can.
And we're Capricorns.
There's just no way that you can ever really know the future. So I never use horoscopes. I use astrology to understand who I am. And I wanted to bring on a very important guest, my friend, a very important friend, a coach, a mentor. This woman has literally made me dance on fire, literally, and
Can I?
yeah, for sure.
She made him cry.
Always. I love to cry. I'm proud of it. I'm a Pisces.
Okay, but it's because you said you're proud of it, but then you were just telling her that you're secretive. So it's like, I don't know what you want.
That's a Gemini in it.
No.
But that's why I asked first.
No, it's because I'm
at this.
I'm
Lawyered.
damn. No, I'm ruled by a lot of Scorpio too. I'm on the cusp of Scorpio and Libra, and
Remember Ghost?
I'm on the and Scorpios are super secretive, and I am. I can tell you a lot, and I do,
You're
right?
hard on the outside, but something.
But I'm
He's like a
inside.
pineapple.
But I hold all my cards super close, and I'm like, oh yeah, it would be crazy if I had a king, huh? But no, I don't. I have aces the whole way, motherfucker. 4 of them. There's just no way you can win. And that's how I
That's
am.
a poker. That's
That's a poker.
That's poker. That's poker. Yeah. Hashtag poker. I do play Texas Hold'em.
Ace? They're all looking at astrology. Ace? What's an ace in astrology?
What is the ace of astrology? This motherfucker never makes sense. He's going too fast again. So, hey, thank you to all those people that are patient with how fast I am. I don't.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I don't mean to just fucking blab. I have a lot that I want to share, and I'm really. It excites me to be able to share that, and I'm not gonna lie. I see this opportunity. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys, the fans, and me with these guys. I really like being part of them. We're gonna ask G to join us now. All right, I think it is. Yes, view and go live.
Hello? How does this work?
Can you hear me? Waiting for.
Oh, it's connecting. Thank you
There
for
you
your
go.
patience, YouTube. There she is. There she is.
What's up? Oh my god.
Welcome to Sause 2020. Our first guest. We're super.
Woo!
Our first guest. Since I started this podcast, I wanted people to come out and for them to share their wisdom with us. This is a platform for all of us to share wisdom. Our platform to bring about forms of transformation. We're not limited to. You're not limited to the viewer. You're not limited to just hearing Bree and Javi and Ivan. We're gonna be bringing in incredible leaders, incredible coaches like Gloria that's joining us here today. Gloria, how are you, beautiful?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing great.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, give us a little intro. To
But
Gloria.
without telling you about you, because we will do that.
Yeah. 'cause-
Okay.
Or should
That's
we
kind of
go first?
confusing. So what do you want to know?
Let's go. Let's be complicated and let us go first.
Oh, sorry, we complicate things, guys. Just kidding.
I'm just playing. No, we are gonna. since we are talking about astrology and we wanted to go over a brief review of all the things that we talked about, we are gonna try to go a little bit into Gloria's chart. My beautiful friend is ruled by Cancer, the crab. That's a money sign, baby. Very emotional.
Is that why the crab's like this? He's grabbing money? He's going like that?
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
And they are moody like Mr. Crab.
Hashtag SpongeBob.
Hashtag the SquarePants.
The square.
I love pineapples.
Gloria is ruled by Cancer, as he said, and then her rising is Gemini and her moon is Gemini.
So these two, they fucking love talking. They just, we had a brief call before.
She brought up notes and they were highlighted and color coordinated and I loved it so much.
And her Virgo was like,
There they go.
Yeah, see,
I have it written and typed, homie.
that's the level of extraordinary that the Gemini power of like getting shit done. When the Gemini goes, okay, I'm doing it. That's the result.
Yeah.
It's like perfection.
Yeah.
It's just like literally how many people? Like 2 people worked on that. You know what I mean? Literally 2 of the great minds sat on that.
4.
4.
5 with just
And then
the
she's
basics.
her Venus, Mars, and Jupiter are Leo, and Gemini.
Dang, hella Leo, Gemini, Cancer.
So there's a lot of Leo.
So there's a lot of
For
you.
you.
That's Gloria. So we'll go over the moon is the overall of who you are. The moon is the emotional side. The Venus is the way you love. And Mars is the way you take action. It can also be your temperament.
I thought the sun was the overall picture.
Yeah, your
The
sun.
moon is the deeper.
The moon is the emotions.
Oh, because
The
you said
inner
the
you.
moon.
I said okay, let me clarify. The sun is the overall of who you are. The moon is the emotion.
Your inner peace.
Like
the
what
way
you're
you what you feel inside. Like this is.
So it's how we react. It's how we react, and it's our expression. Like it's reactive. It's emotional. It's a feminine sign, so it takes in. Whereas the masculine takes out. Like you see it in action.
It's because the sun is the dad and the moon is your mom.
And obviously, Cancer's like the mother.
And the stars are my brothers.
Exactly. Yes. We are all brothers. Yes. And because you are literally.
Did I just have a... Is that what happened, Gloria?
I saw it all happen. I saw it all play out. Like that's why I even leaned back to watch it.
That's Gloria's move always. That's Gloria's move. She's always gonna like set you up, and then she'll just walk away and let you walk into your transformation. Just be like, all right, you at the door, homie.
I wore this shirt because I'm getting drunk with wisdom today.
Woo! I like that. It's all about changing your perception. Yeah.
Exactly.
I love it.
Oh, all right. So
Then after the Mercury rules the way you communicate, and Mercury is the planet of communication. We're in retrograde right now, so if you've been having some technical difficulties with the way you get across, I know I have. I've already had my Mercury breakthrough.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Hashtag I'm sorry, babe. Yeah.
Actually, my Mercury's in its place. In its placement, it's in Gemini, so that's why I'm very clear with what I say. I'm like, tell me this is how it is, you know?
you say what you mean and you mean what you say.
My wife has the same placement, and she's always like, "This is what I mean," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm a Pisces. I have no idea what I'm saying."
Being a Virgo in Mercury.
I'm just feeling all these things.
I'm also really good at communicating on that.
Yes, because you're very square. The Virgo, what is it? Yeah, Mercury in Virgo, it's very like, okay, I like it like this, so I'm gonna be very clear. But since you guys are you guys are more quiet. You guys are more like,
Yeah.
Ultimately, those are 2 planets that are ruled by communication. So I love one of my favorite things is talking with really smart people. And when I hear Geminis and Virgos talk, and when they start talking together, and I can get Jip in there, and we can just start sharing shit. It just and you have the Gemini and you have the Gemini.
He has the Gemini. His Mercury's in Gemini also.
Yeah,
You have the Gemini
and the Mercury.
You have the Gemini
and the Mercury and the Mercury. That's a good way to see it. Mercury's the talky, Moon is the hardy.
My heart.
And that's why when I talk with you guys, like, I feel like you guys can keep up with the 5 conversations that I'm usually trying to have. But other people are like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they talking? Because sometimes I can tell, like, because me and my wife will have these conversations. My wife's a Gemini, and she's ruled by Gemini to the butt. She's Gemini in most of her houses. But so yeah, she's amazing. When I talk to her, sometimes we'll be in the store, and I can tell that people are like interested because we're talking so much, and people are like, what the fuck are they talking about? Because like, dude, we'll be like, and then this and this and then we'll paint a picture, and then our kid is just like us, and she's dancing and elaborating everything that we're saying. I don't know if you ever talked to my daughter, but she might put you on your butt too. I know she's put me on my butt. She's a gangster. Yeah, she holds you accountable to the last. She's a Capricorn too. She's like, no, Dad, this is what you said.
Verbatim.
Yeah, word for word. Oh yeah, and then I tell her that words are powerful. So when she tells me, "Oh babe, well, I want to go do this," but I'll be like, "Well, we'll see." She's like, "No, it's gonna happen because my words are powerful." I'm like, "Dang, this chick! I'm giving her all the weapons." But in conclusion,
Ghost?
Ghost. There's a ghost here. Ooh.
So what's up, Ghost?
Say something.
Yo, what up?
Hit me with something, Ghost.
We did your little.
Oh yeah, say that. We always have a guest here. We like to bring about everybody's greatness into this platform. So the Mercury is the communication, the Mars is the way we take action, Jupiter is the way we expand ourselves. After Pluto is Saturn. It is the karma, the lesson, the way you take lessons. Uranus is the inner rebel. It's ruled by Aquarius. It has that, and this is the polarity. It's Uranus and Neptune. Once again, the dad and the mom. Uranus is the father or the masculine energy, which it shows you what the inner person of you wants. The inner rebel, that part that sometimes has that confliction. And then the Neptune is that deep inner person, and a lot of people see Neptune as like past lives. A lot of those things are ruled by Neptune because it is a planet that is, I want to say old, but it's not that. It's just kind of has a lot of wisdom. It has a lot of that depth because it is ruled by water, and we all know. I don't know if you know this, but water holds memory. So the water that you drink literally has gone through a bunch of other beings, has memory, and us water signs can be very intuitive. Can feel
Well, yeah. Well, think about that. Like the fact that majority of our body is actually water. Like so. That's why we take in, when something happens to us, we take in these emotions and they stay with us. That's why it's so hard to release them.
But when you cry, that's when you release that bad water.
And you're getting rid of all that salt.
That's why it's
literally that's why it's salty.
Here's some salt. Take it back.
That's what I read the other day. It's like tears are a literal manifestation that emotions are become things.
Bro, that's what I say. Like, imagine how much energy that you need in order to create that water.
I know, that's why you get so tired afterwards.
Oh, it feels so good to cry.
As the Cancer sun that I am, sometimes I'm crying, I don't even know when the fuck I'm crying. Like, I'm just like, you're crying? I'm like, just let me fucking cry. Like,
I'm a Pisces girl. I love to cry. I mean, I put songs just to cry, because after I cry, because I pick up a lot of people's emotions, because I hear a lot of people, and if you were going through something, I'm the kind of person you can call me and I want to hear you. I want to understand your pain. That's Pisces right there for you. It's like, let me fucking heal you. And I pick up a lot of people's emotions.
Is that though you trying to save?
Yeah, to save you.
no, but yeah, that's a water sign thing, because as a coach, as a life coach, it helps me out a lot in trainings. It's like literally a sponge or a receptor. Somebody will walk in and I'll be like, ooh, I was like, what's wrong? And then they're like,
me too.
what?
Yeah.
And I was like, what's wrong? And like, it'll support me because I'm like, I know that shit ain't mine. Like, I'm just like, oh, hell no.
I'm glad you brought that up because it took me a while to understand that. Like, you have to really know yourself because sometimes we're depressed or sometimes we feel anxious and it's not even you. You're not even that. You just picked up on somebody's vibration, and since you're an empath, you swallowed
But
it.
that's the thing that's what we're trying to teach people watching is kind of how to be able to tell the difference if it's you or if it's somebody else's energy, and then you'll be able to cope with that.
So imagine my Cancer, like the sun in Cancer, it feels the emotion, it takes it in, and my like emotion, my moon in Gemini is like, oh fuck this, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? Like, it's like other two people, it's like an overload. And I'm like, all right, hold on, release it. I'm like,
That you made my head go crazy because of all that emotion, plus the two minds go. Jesus.
in 5 seconds, I can feel like excited, depressed, loving, pissed off, and happy. In 5 seconds, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
And then you just cry at the end and you laugh a little, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do too. And it isn't until after I try to cry like a good cry, like I mean, like
I don't
balls
do the
out
crying.
once a week.
I don't do the crying. I'm just like,
Girl, you have to.
don't tell me how to live my life.
Sorry, it's very liberating though. It's like I just put on some J. Cole.
I cried last week.
Like Widow's Pain, J. Cole, for sure put my ass on the ground crying. Just like, I've been through so much.
She even noted that's like all her placements, her sun and moon in Virgo, like pretty much like it's like, when can I schedule a crying session?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Just fucking cry.
I don't need to cry. Let me just cancel all those plans.
She was like, yeah, it's gonna happen. She needs to schedule. Can
You schedule a cry a week?
I do. That's my inner Virgo.
Oh shit, I'm late for my crying.
Hey guys, actually it's Wednesday, and after the podcast, I usually go for a rant, like just balls out.
Okay. Virgo, her moon is in her emotions is in Virgo, so it's like, okay, no, I don't fit a breakdown in my schedule right now. And then Ivan is like, have a Leo, right? In your moon?
Yeah, Leo
So it's
always
like, it's over the top, it's fucking dramatic. It's like,
Like I'm crying in my car, and I'm looking around to make sure people are looking.
real talk. And then your moon's in Capricorn, right?
Yeah.
Javi?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, okay, like it's more like mature. It's like, okay, is it really worth crying? Okay, let's see. Okay, it's understandable. Like,
She's nailing you.
It's understandable. I should cry. It is a valuable
worthy.
reason.
They have.
to cry.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, but I don't calculate it. I'm like,
I'm
fuck, I gotta go cry this
Logistically
today.
speaking, I will cry this one out.
Yeah.
I think that it is a fair assumption after taking all the pros and cons. There's more pros to crying now.
so we are gonna cry.
Yeah, we are going to cry.
Ready, break.
That's a funny combination if you think about that. Like us four like that.
Yeah.
It's just how we played out that scenario. It's just like I'm calculating here. I'm like going fucking like 100 miles per hour. It's like no. And then she's like, no, let me break it. No, it doesn't fit my schedule. You're like, look at me. And then he's like, all right, let's cry. Yeah.
And I'm just always like, yeah, let's cry. Oh my god, you want to cry? I know the best soundtrack.
Here's my crying
I love
playlist.
crying. Yeah.
I recommend playing it in a 5-second interval.
Yeah, you want to give yourself time. No, then, like you ever hear "Time" by Hans Zimmers? Oh my god, just play it and just start reliving. Oh god, it's the best. I motivate myself though.
Because it's awesome to see the setting of how we interact with each planet, because it shows how you can connect it with other people by using yours, how you can relate it to your family, to your friends, to any situation.
And that's kind of like my message through astrology is kind of like, here's this platform to understand yourself. Because once you understand yourself, once you can see the full spectrum of who you are, you're able to really take, and I like to call astrology my power. I mean, obviously there's shadow sides to everything, but I like to look at each sign that holds placements in my chart and look for the powers that it has. Like here's Pisces, a dreamer. Obviously he's also filled by illusions. I'm gonna just dream, and I'm gonna use the power that Leo has to take action, and then I'm gonna use that Capricorn power and my Mars to actually go about and do it. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, yes, sometimes I'm way too dreamy, because I'm a person, and
back down to earth.
yeah. But here's like all of these elements, and a lot of people give astrology a really bad rap because of horoscopes. Astrology is not horoscopes. Astrology is a science that is backed by a lot of research that shows us that these placements in the universe hold value. And I come from esoteric beliefs that as above, so below. And I really do believe that that every atom in my body was made in a dying sun. So the stars, like he just said, are part of me, and I am part of the stars. So there obviously has to be if people influence me by walking into a room, how the fuck are the planets, these huge freaking energetic points, not gonna influence us? And it is really just that understanding. It's like, here is all of these elements.
Point there, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't broke it down like that, but
this is gonna be.
That's why I hang out with this guy, man.
See, it's because when I finally slow down,
Then I could,
Yeah, your leg wasn't twitching anymore.
It's because
when you had it under control, I felt
all of
I
your
felt
people
your energy
were in
like.
sync with one another. They're like, okay, and 1, 2, 3, go.
Whoa! I felt that release right now too.
Yeah.
I felt it over here. I was like, I could breathe. I was like, whew.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad that I was able to finally channel that, because I know that sometimes, and I'm very grateful to all of the viewers that are patient with how fast I'm going sometimes, but it's because in my head it all makes sense. You know what I mean? And now that I can explain that to you guys, now you guys were able to go, oh, you know what I mean? So I am working on myself because I am ruled by Pisces in the communication. My Pisces and Mercury, and and that's kind of how I am. I believe my communications, like I'm telling you everything with my head and with my emotions. Like I throw them out there, but not everybody has the Pisces and the Mercury to be able to go, this is how you feel. I mean, with water signs, Gloria, you know that I can sometimes, we can have conversations that are just like we're just flowing in and out of each other.
Yes, but it's like the Gemini in me is like, all right, I feel you, dog, my Cancer, and then Gemini's like, all right, but be clear. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, see, because if I talk to like a truly water-ruled, like if I'm talking to a double water-ruled person, they're just like, you don't have to say anything. I feel you. And I've been in conversation with my cousin. My cousin's like that. He's like super water like that. And like when we have conversations,
Super water.
super just. When I talk to Pisces people, oh my god.
It's just like that. Like, I understand you. You don't even need to speak, but
you still do.
Well, that makes sense because water is
she's
easily
thrown by the
fusible, right? Like that's why you guys get along. Like it's not like water and oil. You're water and water, so you get along.
Yeah.
As opposed to land, like water on land, you either get absorbed or you know what I mean. I'm just trying to use a metaphor.
Right. But see, Earth and water signs go together like the best
because you can grow something.
Exactly, and it's like here's the.
if it's missing, it like Earth, like if you have water and earth, if you have it nurtures the earth, but without it, it dehydrates it.
Yes.
And then obviously water and fire don't really get along, right? Yeah, they turn each other off, one or the other.
No, they create steam. It's just okay. It's
either they come to a boil or like it just, but it needs a balance.
Yeah, it will boil for sure. Yeah.
And then like once you mix the air in, it's just like natural effects. Like what happens when you mix like when there's too much air?
Is that why I boil? Cause I'll be like, I'll literally be like water, just like, okay, it's getting hot. That's how I blow up. You just described me. I literally boil. I'm like, cause all that water, all that emotion starts getting super hot by when she said that.
So So then fire and air signs will be really good with each other.
Because they make
The
a stronger
Firebird.
fire.
They make stronger fire.
Understand.
Yeah.
Because what'd you say?
Firebird. I like that.
Oh,
That's a really good one. Yeah.
I don't know. I just got a bunch of analogies or whatever you call
Oh,
it.
that's a really good one. The Firebird. I like that. That's gonna have to be my
What about earth
User.
and fire?
Earth and Fire.
I'm literally earth and
Think
fire.
about it, like when there's wildfires, it hurts Mother Nature. I mean, it creates.
Oh, I hurt myself.
No, on the positive side, like obviously, the Earth needs the fire, the sun.
Oh.
And you literally are the
Warm it
sun.
up, but it can't be too much of it because then it causes a wildfire.
Yo, you know what? That's funny you say that because like
She's in this life to balance those two elements for sure.
that's why I chose when I wanted to be born. I was like, Virgo, okay, bet. Ultimate balance, let's do this. Virgo, Leo, opposites, check it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Challenge accepted. No, but it's funny, like, cause like I like to like I'm at work, I work outside, so I'll find a nice little spot in the sun and I'll just like absorb all that. But my core, like I'm anemic, so I can't stay warm. So I'll be with a jacket and people are like, yo, you feel really warm. And lately I've been feeling like a sunburn type feel, but I don't get the sunburn. I just get like a nice gold. And my friend's like, dude, you're radiating heat. She's like, I can feel you from here. I'm like, so I'm just burning myself? Is that what this is? Like,
That's exactly what it is.
I generate so much heat. Feel me. That's my shoe.
That was your shoe? It sounds like we're playing basketball.
Yeah.
So,
In conclusion.
In conclusion, I feel like that's like your catchphrase.
In conclusion.
Yeah, we were totally on the moon. We were totally on our emotions. So let's go to Mercury.
Mercury is the way we communicate.
We have 5 minutes.
5 more minutes. It's because we have 5 more minutes, G. I'm looking at time. My camera's gonna die. We're gonna do a raffle.
Okay.
Okay. But we'll break down Mercury last.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well,
what's our thoughts?
Well, actually, let's go with Mars because let's go with Venus. Actually,
Venus,
because we
the
did
love,
talk
right?
a little bit about Mercury right now with the way we talk.
My romantic feelings.
My romantic feelings.
Virgo.
So she's not that romantic.
I'm a Gemini. I'm always undecisive.
Mine's in Leo, dude.
My
Damn it, I'm saying too much.
For real. Me too. My Mercury.
We're gonna
is
edit that out. Don't worry.
Don't do it.
That was live. There's no editing.
Damn it.
So Venus
Somebody hi to the person that waved on the live. I'm trying to be more interactive with the live. Thank you guys for joining us. Everybody that has been on the live, thank you for the comments. We're gonna try to be more supportive.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining us. We are having a lot of fun, as you can see.
Mercury.
The Venus. I have the Venus in Aquarius.
Bless you.
Bless your soul.
bless you.
It's allergies, not
Casper.
the Rona. It's allergies. We do take.
Casper, he's not really here in
Not even
anyways.
here. We always take our temperature.
Venus.
Venus.
She's a Leo.
She's a Leo. Oh, so being loved by a Leo. Just ask. It's like the best.
It is the best. My mom's a Leo.
Yeah,
Leos.
it's like something.
Yes, it's something regal. We like to go above and beyond. We like to this is how we express it. We want to show it to you guys.
Yeah.
This is how we express it. We want to show it to you guys.
Yeah. Like I want to show you in every fucking way I can. I know because I'm a Leo. My moon is in Leo, and I love like a lion for sure. And I was born in the night, so I really see the lion in me. And I remember
You're
because
nocturnal, you see at night, you hunt at night.
I sure as fuck do.
Under the moon.
Don't let me catch you
Under
out
the
on the
moon.
streets looking sexy. Hashtag my little Gemini.
I'm like thinking, I was trying to think of something witty to say, but I couldn't come to it.
It's crazy.
It's alright. We'll
Hey,
practice.
here I'll throw you guys all like a little fuck in your head a little bit.
Mind blow, little mind.
Watch the sign that you're dating. I bet you that sign that you're dating is a lot. It has very similar or is the same sign as the person that you need to work with the most in your personal life, as in like your father or your mother.
Yeah, no, so it's what's like Venus is what we value, specifically values in relationships and friendships, like our passion. Like it's with like monetary values too. It's how we feel it like towards that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 In conclusion,
So in conclusion, here's the reason I want to go into the Venus is because a lot of people do use astrology to date. I actually super encourage that because trust me, you'll save yourself a lot of heartache.
Real quick. So with that being said, with Venus, that means that you got to look for the person that you match with in Venus rather than their sun sign.
That's what I was gonna get to. The most important. No, you're good. You nailed it. The parts that you want compatibility in a natal chart is your Venus and the moon. Those two elements, because the moon is the most intimate person, the version of who you are. So when you're in a relationship, you're intimate, right? So that's the person that's gonna show up in the relationship. The Venus is also gonna be the person that shows up because it's the way you love. And it's the way you need to be loved. Because a lot of us think, oh, I love this way. No, and then it isn't until you go into the depths that you're like, oh, that is what I like. Like me, I used to think.
That's how I see it, yeah.
Yeah, because I used to think that I like just pretty women. That's not true. I'm an Aquarius in Venus. I value over everything. What makes me feel excited with a woman is that she holds a really good conversation with me and that she knows a lot of things. That's the Aquarius right there.
Yeah, the Aquarius is also like you like somebody that's independent, that doesn't need so attached to you. Like it's very
And
like
I can be very detached sometimes.
Same.
Like I'm a Pisces and I need to feel like I belong to you, but in a second I can be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but your Venus in Aquarius is like, no, back.
yeah. So like so when you connect that, like my moon is in Gemini and my Venus is in Leo. So it's like I want to be like make a big scene, but let's be clear and let's communicate about this. Like mine is through communication.
Okay.
You get me? Yeah.
I feel you. So we're gonna do our raffle. If you want to join us,
Yeah, I want to see if I win.
pick it and Gloria can read it.
What?
Hey, put it on the screen.
Yeah, you put it to the screen. Everybody will be able to see it, and then Gloria can read it.
Camcorder just.
Oh, it died. Okay, well, I guess YouTube's not gonna get to see. Well, I can put this there. Yeah.
Okay, I did it. Do I look at it or
Open it and
just
you
shoot
just
this?
give it to her.
Open it and then.
Give it to me.
I mean,
Oh wait, it's backwards. Patrick.
So
Patrick. Patrick's my best friend. I swear this is not like
Sure.
It was rigged.
It's not rigged.
I put my name like 10 times.
Really?
Hey, there's gonna be plenty of more raffles. One of the best things about one of my favorite things in the world is to give.
Do I put it back in there?
So Patrick, you won this bracelet.
Woo! Wait.
So Patrick, this is for Patrick. Next week we're gonna have two. We're gonna be doing couples.
Wait.
I'm gonna be giving away a his.
oh, that'd be nice.
Wait. It's an elephant.
Couples, Venus, you whoever match.
Ooh, yeah, maybe. So next week we're gonna be doing couples. In order to win these guys, you gotta show us your Venus. Comment your Venus on this video.
Your moon and your Venus.
Comment your Venus.
Show us your Venus.
Show us the Venus.
Show us the V.
Hashtag show us the Venus.
Oh, your God.
Absolutely. Make a trend. Hashtag show us the Venus. So next week, his and hers. Show us your Venus. Make it a hashtag. And comment on this video. That's gonna be the requirements entered next week's
Thank
raffle.
you so much, G, for joining us today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for the knowledge you bring to the table and now you're going to continue to bring to us.
Yeah, and if you guys are looking for a great coach, G has an incredible program.
We'll make sure to add the tag her.
We'll tag her and we'll give you her information. Truly an incredible coach. She's going to be joining us maybe once every other week, and we're not really sure yet. We're going to work with her schedule and ours. We are going to go into the houses next. So the houses.
Do we have to knock first?
You are going to have to knock at the houses.
What about ringing the doorbell? Is that like?
Can we ding dong ditch?
Depends on the house.
Okay.
No, yeah, there's some houses that are empty actually.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, see, so then depends on the house. Yeah.
Some houses will not have anything there.
Oh.
Hello?
It's like, hey, have you guys seen next Friday?
Hello? Is this why you're so fucking shallow?
No, have you guys seen next Friday?
Oh, damn, hit my head. I want to shout out my aunt that has been in the spirit realm with me. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. Her name is Luz Ochoa, and she's been guiding me through a lot lately, and I really want to take a moment to just give her praise here. She was an incredible being who shed light on all of our lives, and I'm very grateful that I've been feeling her presence lately.
I mean, her name fits itself, Luz, no?
Oh, and she really was. She really was. And I relate a lot to her because she was a news anchor. She was always she was an incredible person, and unfortunately, she had to go back to where she came from. But I've been feeling her a lot lately, and I really wanted to take this moment to just thank her. And if anybody out there misses somebody that they've lost, know that they're always there, and to look for the little smallest details of life, for they are there winking at us and telling us that they're always going to hold us up high. So much love to all of you guys. Thank you for joining us, Gloria. Seriously, it's been an honor. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for always sharing your wisdom with me and with anyone that's willing to be held accountable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys next week.
See you
Make
next
sure
week.
subscribe, like, tag anybody, share everything.
Yeah, any questions, comments, hit us up. Yeah.
Show us the Venus, baby.
Wow.
Bye. Have a beautiful one. Bye.